Welcome back to another episode of the Inquisitive Mamba Podcast. This is episode 155. I hope everyone is having a great day, great night, wherever you are around the world. A lot to get into on tonight's show. Welcome back to the Couch Reports coming back on. We got him for this NFL segment. He said he's not feeling the greatest about college football, all that stuff. So we got him for this NFL segment, which I'm feeling good. But his Oregon Ducks play this weekend against Penn State. Ooh, I'm ready for that. But guys, before we officially get into the show, make sure to follow us on Spotify, YouTube, and Apple Podcasts. Make sure to follow the Couch Reports on TikTok. He just hit 7,000 followers not too long ago.
Yeah.
And he's been going live. Yes, sir. He's been going live almost every day. I texted him and he said he's doing a 24-hour stream. I'm like, is this guy turning into Kai Cenat? Got to give the people what they want. You have a good weekend? Yeah. Your Bert? Yeah, my weekend was good other than the Gators losing to Miami 26-7, but that was tough. So we're 1-3, play Texas next weekend. Be a nice little bye that will stop the bleeding for now, but we're going to get right into the NFL. We had some news today. Jaxson Dart has officially been named the starter of the New York Football Giants, a guy that's in your division. I want to hear what you have to say, and then I'll give my opinion.
I like Jaxson Dart coming out of college only because of, I guess, like the person. Really, I think he's a cool person from what I've seen on the field. His personality. I just don't think I think the Giants are overreacting.
Mm-hmm.
I know Russ isn't the best quarterback in the world, but I think the ownership is definitely trying to just get something out of this season.
There's so many ways you can take this. Did the Giants make the right move? Is this too early? I mean, we all knew that Jaxson Dart was going to be the starter at some point. We just didn't know when. You and I were having this conversation. I had some conversations with one of my friends, Billy, who's a Giants fan, diehard. It's tough because you're putting Jaxson Dart in a situation where you're playing the Los Angeles Chargers 3-0. You don't have anything to lose because Russell Wilson, unfortunately, I think this is the end for Russell Wilson. We've seen it from Russell Wilson. We saw the product in Pittsburgh last year. We saw the 3 games that he's put on display this year. I don't know what else more I'm getting from Russell Wilson. We've talked that his Hall of Fame conversation or his time being in the Hall of Fame, him going to the Hall of Fame could be in jeopardy, especially after that last year in Pittsburgh. He hasn't really showcased anything in New York. I think he's done. It was a very short stint for 3 games because there's no way you're going back to Russell Wilson. Now you have Jameis Winston at quarterback 3, but sticking here on Jaxson Dart, Ethan, you're putting him in a really tough spot. I know you drafted him at 25, but this is Brian Daboll's last shot. If Jaxson Dart does not work out, he's gone. So is Joe Shane because you put all your chips into Jaxson Dart, and if it doesn't work out, the time is ticking with Brian Daboll. You won Coach of the Year a couple years ago. You haven't shown anything since. So now the clock is ticking. This is the guy that you wanted to draft. We didn't expect him to come in at week 4. I didn't. I don't know if you did, but here we are with Jaxson Dart.
Tough matchup.
Very, very tough. He's their guy going forward, and Giants fans have to give him grace. They got to give him leeway. It's going to take time. I don't expect Jaxson Dart to come in week 4 as his first game and light it up. We saw him in the preseason. He looked good. But the tease is over. Giving the dog the bone from a distance or giving the dog the really good bone is over because now he's your quarterback. You put him in for a play against the Kansas City Chiefs, which they lost 22-9. They looked horrible. Did you see the end of the game there? Russell Wilson threw 4 straight incompletions in the red zone into the back of the end zone. Did you see that?
I caught only the last drive because, I just woke up late and I was like, this is what I'm watching right now. This is a horrible game.
It was rough to see. But yeah, I'm rooting for Jaxson Dart just like you are. I think he has a really good chance to be a good quarterback in the National Football League. He had experience at Ole Miss under Lane Kiffin. He had a very short stint at USC. That didn't work out, but he's got experience as a college quarterback. Now he's leading the Giants, and the pressure is always on when you're in New York. You saw Indiana Jones. He left there, and he looks like a total different quarterback. I'm not ready to give Daniel Jones flowers just yet. Not yet. NFL injury updates. Ceedee Lamb going to be out a couple games for the Cowboys. That's a tough blow for them. Nick Bosa suffering a torn ACL. This guy just can't stay healthy. And I feel for Niners fans. I really do, because you sit there and you're like, Ayuk got hurt. McCaffrey got hurt. Bosa's hurt. Brock Purdy's hurt. It's like, what is up with, I don't know if it's the Niners strength and conditioning coach or what, but they are cursed with injuries. They can never get healthy.
I don't know what's going on, but that's arguably their best defender. I know they have Warner there, but 1 and 2, you're missing like one of your stars. I don't know what you do. You have to trade for one, maybe.
I don't know. I mean, they're right in the high. They're right in the pine right now with Mac Jones, 3-0, coming in playing the. They play the Jaguars this weekend. Mac Jones revenge game. Ooh. Do you think Brock Purdy he comes back this weekend? He's supposed to, right? Or is it?
I think it would be. I think it would be foolish for him to come back just because of injury. He
Yeah.
could, re-aggravate it. Dude, I don't know what Mac Jones is gonna do. He barely I know he moves the ball,
Yeah.
but I personally just don't have faith in him. I just don't.
Yeah, I mean, I just love the way Mac Jones is playing. He's playing carefree football. Like he was at the podium and he was like, "Yeah, I threw the interception." Like he was smiling, he was laughing. Like I never really saw that in New England. It was so serious. It was never
Facts.
it was no. He never had any emotion. Like it was just like, yeah, Mac Jones is a goofball. But now in the San Francisco, he's just got a little more swagger to him. I hope he gets another shot with another team. I really do. But
That'd be good.
your game 33-26. I got a lot of shit on the internet for picking against you guys, but I
trolled. I definitely trolled you.
I saw
Yeah.
there's like 100 comments in there. There's 100 like
Yeah.
yeah. But then again, like you guys looked horrible in the first half, like terrible.
1,000%. Horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. I legit
you
ended my live stream.
do you think it's more of a testament on the offensive coordinator or not? Like, what do you think it is? Because you're an Eagles fan, you're hard. Die
I'm not.
hard.
Yeah, I'm not giving any credit to my offense coordinator. I don't believe not one part of me believes he called any good plays. That was just Jalen Hurts going rogue.
Why is AJ Brown not getting the ball in the first half at all? 0 catches for 0 yards. You're paying him all this money, and you can't figure out a way to get him involved in the second half. He goes off for what? He had over 100 yards in the second half, didn't he?
Yeah, he finally had over 100 yards, and he had a tutty too.
And he had that touchdown. Yeah, but it's like,
yeah,
it's not a hard concept. Get AJ Brown the ball, just like how Malik Neighbors is frustrated. Get Malik Neighbors the ball. Unfortunately, Go ahead.
I said the Eagles should hire you as offense coordinator because oh my god, that first half was like you legit were just like this, like trying to pull your hair. I can't.
I'm watching it and I'm just like, what are these play calls? And yeah, give the Rams defense credit because they balled out in the first half. But the second half, you guys look like a total different team. And give credit to your guys' defensive line. My biggest thing is, you know how I feel about this kind of stuff. I personally think the Eagles got lucky winning that game off the block kick because that is not a skilled type play. Like, you're not going to sit here and tell me that happens all the time where it's like it's clockwork. No, like, listen, credit to Jordan Davis, but still.
It happened already
in the game. I know, but still, like the Chiefs want to beat the Broncos last year of a blocked field goal. You're going to tell me that's skill? Like, that skill?
Well, one time could be luck. 2 times,
Twice?
That's not luck. That's not luck.
So?
2 times is luck. No, they said my defensive tackle said they watched the kicker wind up. Like they said he has a slow. Yeah, they said he has a slow kicking routine. So we're like, oh, that's light work. They got it.
Listen, you guys deserve to win that game. I know the 2 block kicks. Jordan Davis was a man on a mission. He took that ball and he was going.
18.59 miles per hour.
He lost 20 pounds in the offseason. It showed.
25 pounds.
Yeah. So you guys got a big game upcoming this weekend against the Bucs. But no, I mean, like I said, I still don't like the Eagles fans. Not you know what I mean. But you guys played a good game. Yeah. They prevailed in the end. Battle tested. Yeah. It was a good game, but wild finish at the end. The touchdown on 4th and goal, Jalen Hurts to Devontae Smith over Emmanuel Forbes.
Yeah.
On 4th and goal. Yeah.
That was clutch. Shout out to Jalen Hurts.
Jordan Davis blocked it. But yeah, Jalen Hurts had a rough first half, and he prevailed in the end, and he finally showed up. It was a great game.
The touchdown covered so many people's parlays.
But the spread screwed the Rams at the end when the touchdown because it was the 27-26, and then they blocked the kick.
Yeah.
And the Rams were plus 3.5, and that spread screwed a lot of people.
I think it cracked the over too.
Probably did if it was 33-26. 30 and 26 is 56 plus 59.
I think the line was like 47.5 maybe. I have to double check. I forgot.
Did you catch any of my game, Steelers Patriots?
Yeah, I watched you guys fumble for 4 times. Yeah.
The Patriots fumbled 4 times. Why aren't we using Travion Henderson more? Stop using Ramondre Stevenson. I was calling for this. I know he played good against the Dolphins. I know we did. He had 7 fumbles last year. Like, I know he took full accountability, but you cannot have this happen. The Patriots should have beat the Pittsburgh Steelers on the goal. I know. I watched the entire game. We outplayed the Pittsburgh Steelers. I know vintage Rodgers at the end there with the touchdown to Calvin Austin, but no way. There's no way in this world. You tell me the Patriots shouldn't have won that game. I know you're never going to win the game. I know you're never going to win the game fumbling like that, but our defense played great. We really did.
No,
we really should be 2-1.
Played pretty solid. They kept A-Rod under 200 yards, like 140 something.
He had a $140 or something.
$140.
Drake Maye had 268, two touchdowns. He had the 1 pick. He had 5 sacks, but Drake Maye is looking a lot better than last year. He's starting to see like he's comfortable. And Demario Douglas, don't run backwards, run forwards. Oh my gosh, we had that game in the bag. I'm like, man, we look good. Like, I was watching the entire game, like, this Patriots team looks damn good. It looks like a regression from last year.
I had the Steelers. Shout out Ramondre Stevenson.
Of course,
Rodgers. Yeah, shout out Ramondre Stevenson.
Hopefully he's back this week against the Panthers. But
hopefully.
Panthers game, we should need him.
You need him.
We do. We need what?
It was just 30-0.
No.
30-0. You need Gonzo.
Listen, though, the throwbacks were so fire. But yeah, I mean, Drake Maye played a very good game. I know he had the 1 interception, but he was going through his reads. He was going through his progressions. 45 rushing yards on the day. I tell people, I'm like,
is Drake Maye better than Bo Nix? Michael Penix?
Yes.
That's Drake a combo. That's a combo to be had.
Drake Maye is better than Michael Penix and Bo Nix. Yes.
That's a combo to be had.
Oh, Bo Nix has looked like the worst quarterback in the NFL so far.
Worst. J.J. McCarthy is horrible.
Well, hey, you were giving J.J. McCarthy his flowers already, but J.J. McCarthy has also only played 2 games. Bo Nix has played a full season, and he's also played 3 games this year, and he's looked horrendous. So he has the worst PFF grade by a QB.
No, Cam Ward does.
Over Nix?
Yeah, Cam Ward's QB. I Cam Ward threw a pick 6.
Yeah, I saw Cam Ward threw the pick 6 too. Wasn't that Kenny Moore?
Yeah.
I would be more concerned about Bo Nix than I would about Cam Ward, if anything.
Is it just the system around them?
Well, I don't know if you saw today, but Brian Callahan gave up the play calling duties and gave it.
Thank God.
Yeah,
Thank
right.
God.
I agree with you.
Jesus.
Now, Bo Nix is in a great position because he's got Sean Payton and they have weapons as well. But there is no excuses why Bo Nix is playing this bad. Bo Nix needs to play much, much better. He's going to get a bounce back game against the Bengals this week. They just gave up 48 points to Carson Wentz, your former Eagle.
Yeah. Carson Wentz, go Wentz.
But Bo Nix has no excuses why he's playing this bad. There's a reason why they drafted him at 12 overall, and there's a reason why Sean Payton has had this much faith in him. Bo Nix needs to play better, or the Broncos season is going to get worse. Now they have Drake Greeley out for 4 games. But, I thought Drake Maye played good. He's only going to get better as the season goes on. I'm not concerned about the Panthers. I'm not concerned about them. Last night's game, the Lions and the Ravens. Let's get this out right now. Nobody deserves to put any sort of blame on Lamar Jackson. He has played tremendous. It's not Lamar Jackson's fault that he was sacked 7 times last night. It's like Lamar Jackson can only do so much. He didn't fumble the ball. He didn't turn the ball over. Derrick Henry fumbled.
No, he did. It was on the.
Derrick Henry fumbled at the end of the game.
No. Lamar had it on 4th down.
Oh yeah, before halftime. Yeah, that was a busted play though. That was a busted play.
That's on him.
Listen, Lamar Jackson.
I think Lamar needs.
What? Go ahead.
Lamar needs some accountability. He holds the ball too long.
I mean, he's trying to make a play.
Why? Just throw the ball away.
I mean, yeah, you can do that, but when you have legs like Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts does the same thing. A lot of those
He throws the ball away.
Listen, I think Lamar Jackson maybe is sometimes trying to do too much, but that's his play style. He's never going to change. Josh Allen does the same thing. So does Mahomes. That's their play style.
No.
That's their bread and butter.
I think out of all of them, you just name two other, right? Mahomes, Allen, and Lamar. Who turns the ball over the most out of those three?
Well, I thought Josh Allen last year, was it last year or the year before, had the most turnovers.
Yeah, most fumbles, but like, bro, Lamar.
But then if I'm gonna put Caleb Williams in this conversation as well with these quarterbacks. How the play style, that's their style of play. It's very backyard like. Also,
I see what you're saying.
Also, Caleb Williams looked great against the Cowboys. I know
that's your
Cowboys.
Guy. That's your guy.
Oh yeah, it is my guy because he's that guy.
He's not that guy.
He's that guy.
He's not that guy.
He's that guy. I've been telling you.
I'm not ready for him. I'm not ready for him.
You're not ready for that conversation yet. You will be when they beat the Raiders this weekend, though.
The Raiders? Come on. The Raiders.
Hey, that was a good game last night, though. I thought the Ravens were going to win. I had them covering this. I had the Ravens winning, but I had the Lions covering the spread. Man,
I agree.
That Lions offensive line looked really, really good last night. Wow.
They're running the hell out of the ball.
The play calling too was spectacular. I'm not even looking at the notes. I just know.
218 yards.
Did you see the trick play to Amon-Ra St. Brown?
Yeah,
golf play.
He flipped it with a pitch.
Yeah,
when option.
You know, all those play calls are from Ben Johnson, right? That's Ben Johnson's playbook.
I wouldn't say it's all Ben Johnson's.
It's mainly from last year. The trickery.
They probably adjusted some of them, but I think they definitely had to add new plays.
Listen, I love the way the Lions play football. This is their brand. This is their identity. We're going for it on fourth down. We are not backing down. We're coming right into your face, and that's been our identity since Dan Campbell was hired. Put your nuts on the table. Put the wheelbarrow out there. That's his play style. That's how they've been going about it, and I love it. And that's how they do it. No backing down from it. And that's one big thing.
We'll see what they do this week. It'll be interesting.
Who do they play this week? They play the
Browns.
Oh yeah, that's right. They play the Browns. Oh, they're gonna mollywop the Browns at home.
Mollywop?
Did the Ravens not mollywop the Browns when they went home?
Mollywop is crazy.
If you think the Browns, if you think the Bears went into Detroit and they got hung 52 on them, I know the Browns have a better defense, but with that offense and the way the Lions played last night against the Ravens, Joe Flacco, make sense.
I don't know.
Come on. If you're better out there, you better be taking -8.5 for the Lions on Sunday.
I feel you're disrespecting the Browns.
No, I'm not, because that was a fluky game against the Packers. They were home. We all know the Browns have a good defense. We know, what's his name? Schwartz. First name is it Jim Schwartz? Yeah, he was a Lions head coach. We all know, listen. Fine, if you want to say that he has an advantage there, I'm not concerned about that game one bit. If I was betting on it, because the Lions are home, if they were on the road, I feel totally different.
Interesting take. Only if they're at home.
The Lions are home, right? Right? I'm not. Yeah. Bears, Cowboys. Ooh.
Yeah.
I mean, I know what's wrong with the Cowboys. They don't have a defense, and it's very obvious. And now you got Ceedee Lamb is out. Tyler Booker is now out. BB was out this past game. Their starting center, he's out. And it looked ugly. It really did. And this is a huge game for the Cowboys on Sunday night with Micah Parsons coming back into town. But there was no sense of urgency from the Dallas team at all. Like, they had no pass rush. We all know they traded Micah Parsons. But Matt Eberflus, you've been preparing for this game for weeks, months, and you can't dial up any sort of pressure. You say that you're the Chicago Bears head coach last year. You know Caleb Williams probably better than he knows himself, and you can't get any sort of pressure on Caleb Williams? Nothing? That was embarrassing to watch. Embarrassing. The Cowboys should be ashamed of themselves for that. That was embarrassing. That was pitiful.
They lost so many starters. You can't even blame them. They lost their best wide receiver.
Fine, then you adjust in the game. Even when they lost him, they threw a touchdown to George Pickens right afterwards.
But yeah, I peeped that one.
Where is their run game? It's non-existent. I'm told this Cowboys offense is supposed to be much better.
Run game's non-existent. He had a bad game, but non-existent's crazy.
This past game, it was non-existent. I'm talking about this game
valid.
in general.
Okay, yeah, valid.
Listen, I thought it was going to be a good game. I didn't expect that. I don't know if anybody expected the Bears to blow them out. I thought it was a teeter-totter back and forth, like -2, -2.5, -2.5, 3.
31. That's
31.
Touchdowns in a quarter.
That's belt to ass.
Is that belt? Is belt 17 points plus?
Yeah, Dak Prescott got benched. He got pulled. For Joe Milton.
Yeah,
hey, watching that flea flicker though from the Bears, he flips it back to Caleb. Caleb throws the burden down the sideline. Oh, that was great. That was great to see. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
I saw the highlight of it.
The biggest thing from that game, which really frustrated me, I know you're playing to win the game. Why the hell are you putting Ceedee Lamb in the backfield? Why the hell are you doing that? He is not a Deebo Samuel. He is not a DJ Moore. He's a nimble, frailly receiver. That is not his type of play. It's not his play style. No. I thought to myself as soon as I was like, he got hurt, and that was it. He got hurt. Why the hell?
They do that with Jettos.
I think it's stupid too. They're not running backs. I know you put your best players out on the field and you put them in position to win, and you're calling a play like that. No.
They're playmakers.
Great playmaker on the outside in the slot, not on the inside where you're going to get absolutely sandwiched by a defensive tackle or end, where they crunch your bones into two.
It was a linebacker that hit him though. It was
I know, but
Noah. So.
But it doesn't matter. It's a stupid play call. Dumb. I had my feelings and thoughts about it back and forth. I'm like, no, Ethan, no. As soon as I saw it, I'm like, no. I was watching the game with my friend. I'm like, why the fuck is Ceedee Lamb in the backfield? I looked at him, I'm like, there he goes. And now they're paying the price, and now he's hurt.
Yeah, I can tell you.
We'll talk about this here, though. Cowboys aren't giving Micah Parsons a tribute for Sunday night. I don't think he deserves one. Micah Parsons doesn't deserve a Cowboys tribute. He didn't do anything. He didn't win anything. He was there for 3 years. I understand Zeke, but not Micah. You agree with me, right?
Is he there for 3? I think this is his 4th year.
No, 3 years, because 21 to 2024, and then this would be his 4th year because of his fourth year. Yeah, I looked it up. 21, 22, 23, or is that 4? Is it 4? Was he there for 4?
I thought he was there for 4.
Okay, well, if he's there for 4, then this is his 5th year, right? Because it would have been the 5th year option. Okay, right. Anyways, regardless, 4 years, they didn't win anything. They didn't do anything. He does not deserve a tribute. No way.
You don't like Micah? You're not a Micah fan?
I do, but what the hell did he deserve to win to get a tribute? From who? What? Why?
I have no clue.
Exactly my point.
Let's pull up the...
Jerry Jones, I don't think it's appropriate this way, drawing a distinction between Parsons' situation and previous tributes like Emmitt Smith's. Yeah, exactly. I can understand if Dak Prescott went to another team and he came back. 4. Yeah, 4. You're right. I can understand if Dak Prescott went to another team and he came back. Sure, Dak's been there for 10 seasons. Totally understand that. One of your all-top top quarterbacks in franchise history. 100%. Des Bryant goes to another team. Not Micah Parsons after 4 years. No. Hell no. No. That's like Drake May or Christian Gonzalez leaving the Patriots and they go to another team and they come back and they play a rivalry game. No, they haven't done anything. No. Hell no. We're not throwing a pity party for Micah. To what? To kiss his ass? Why?
Like, what does it cost to give Micah one though?
I mean, why don't you do something? Why don't you perform in the playoffs?
Why don't you perform the playoffs? Because they don't make the playoffs. They
did, and they made the playoffs, and he had what was it? I forget. He had 0 sacks in that game. The one game at the recent time that they made the playoffs. Nah, he doesn't deserve it. Let's talk about this one though. Travis Kelce's heated exchange on the sideline with Andy Reid. I mean, it's getting crazy at this point. The Super Bowl happened. The one where he's slamming his helmet against you guys last weekend. It's like the Travis Kelce is so lucky that he's the tight end he is, and he's just in the reputation that he has, and how much he's been in the NFL. Andy Reid just keeps downplaying these situations. The Chiefs are lucky they're good, because if this was any other team, he'd probably be suspended a game, 100%.
You think so?
Yes, if this was the Titans, the Browns, the Bears, the Jags.
Maybe like it's like
any team
passion.
like that. Great, that's passion, but you have to show a level of respect, and you're still working like any other job. Like I don't just get to go slam into my boss because I'm mad at them.
True.
Like if
maybe that's their like relationship though.
Yeah, that's great, but that could be their relationship all they want, but it's still a terrible look. I know. I know I'm gonna get flack. Listen, you're setting an example. Like little kids look up to him now to see that. That's not a good look.
Yeah, Swifties. The Swifties look up to him now.
Sure, and just like last weekend with the Rashee Rice thing, those players should have never worn that shirt. You saw my opinion about it. You agree with me, right?
I agree with you. Yeah,
anybody that's fucking self-aware should understand.
Why are you rocking free rice? That's crazy.
I mean, like, so if that was any normal person, like if that was myself or you, we would be in jail for like 10 to 15 years.
Bro, I don't wish that upon you. Yeah.
You don't just get to go flee the scene of an accident and go, oh, yep, I learned from that. It frustrates
the hell out of me.
But yeah, of course, Andy Reid downplayed it. Is it a bad look? Yeah, 100%. Like I said, kids look up to him now, and he gets away with it. But yeah, it should be addressed 100%. I don't care if you're winning or losing. No, it's not appropriate. Not appropriate.
Set the standard. Be better. Do it for the Swifties.
Yeah, Taylor Swift was not at the games. Did you see the Lawrence Taylor? They did a Lawrence Taylor cam, and they said the Taylor cam, and welcome to New York, and then it's Lawrence Taylor sitting there smoking a cigar.
I hear you.
In all seriousness, though, it is pretty scary. Taylor Swift has a stalker out there, and I think that's one of the main reasons why that she hasn't been at these games. Of course, the recent stuff in the media with the whole Charlie Kirk stuff. I totally understand that. She was secretly at the Eagles-Chiefs game last weekend, and then you have this one here where she's not shown. But also, too, another thing, I think another reason why she hasn't been at the games, she's preparing for a new album next weekend. She's kind of been under the radar since she dropped the album news. The album comes out next Friday, October 3rd. So I think that's another thing as well. Say what?
Are you dropping a listening party?
I don't know about that. My birthday's in 2 days, though.
Hey, let's go.
Yeah. All right, let's get to week 4 of the betting preview, and then we'll get out of here. We'll let you get out of here. We'll let you lose. All right,
let me ask you. Yeah. Are you ready?
All right.
All right. First up, this Thursday, we have the Seahawks going to Arizona to face the Cardinals. Yeah. What are your thoughts?
Oh, Cardinals, Seahawks at Cardinals. Cardinals -1.5. Well, I mean, the Cardinals have looked good. Their defense looks good against the Niners. The Seahawks lit the doors off the Saints. They're a free spot on the bingo board every week from them now. They're absolutely horrible. Man, you know what? This is really tough. I got the Seahawks to win this game outright. Yeah, I got the Seahawks to beat the Cardinals outright. Screw the spread. I think without James Conner, the Cardinals will have a little bit of a hiccup there. I love the way the Seahawks played against the Saints, and the Seahawks they've impressed me. But Sam Darnold is one of those guys who can fuck it up in prime time. So, but I'll still take the Seahawks.
Are you gonna watch this game for your birthday?
Yeah. What else am I gonna do?
Hey, who knows? Maybe a surprise birthday party.
No, not this year. This Thursday I'll be watching football.
Okay.
Yes, what are you doing? I'll be watching the Cardinals Seahawks game. Even though I don't care about either team, it's something to watch.
Okay. This Sunday we have the Vikings at the Steelers. Vikings open -2.5 favorite, and the spread is 41.5.
I was the over/under. I was really hoping that JJ McCarthy was going to be playing this game because this is what I was talking about before the season started. These overseas Europe games are very drunk early, 9:30 in the morning. You're hungover in the morning. You're still going to get up for the game. Give me the Steelers to win this game outright. I don't trust Carson. I don't trust Carson Wentz. I hate the Steelers. You know that. But I have the Steelers winning this game outright. So give me the Pittsburgh Steelers to beat the Minnesota Vikings in Europe. I have no faith in Carson Wentz. And we give yourself an anytime touchdown to DK Metcalf.
Anytime touchdown. Lock it in, y'all. Lock it in.
Hey, I picked the Dolphins to cover the spread last weekend, Thursday, and I picked Tyreek Hill anytime touchdown. Boom, boom, boom.
Okay. We have the we have the winless New Orleans Saints versus the undefeated Buffalo Bills. The
Well, the
spread
spread's
is minus 15.5.
yeah, I was looking at that earlier and I was thinking to myself, this is Vegas. Vegas is loving this. They want everybody on this. But the Saints lose this game by 20 points. There's no way, and they just got BTA'd by the Seahawks at home. Yeah, Buffalo wins this game by a large margin.
Oh my.
Put the house on Buffalo minus 15.5.
Bet the house, he said. He said bet the mortgage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell your girl you're taking her out to dinner with the winnings of the Bills.
We have an AFC rivalry, AFC South rivalry. We have the Tennessee Titans going to the Houston Texans. The Texans are 0-3. They're both 0-3, so one of them is getting their first win this season. Texans open up as minus 6.5.
The Texans bounce back against the Titans. Unfortunately, the Titans are winless. Cam Ward has a pretty good game, but there's got to be some sense of urgency down there in Houston. There's way too much talent for this team to be 0-3. I know they were in a close game with the Rams. I know they were in a close game with Tampa. The showing last weekend against the Jags, they were right there as well. CJ Stroud has got to turn the corner. Give me the Texans to win this game, minus 6.5. Let's have some fun.
Okay.
And that defense will be putting Cam Ward in purgatory. Yes. Give me the Texans minus 6.5.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
All right. Next game up, you already said it earlier. We have the Cleveland Browns going to Motor City to face the Detroit Lions. The Lions open up at minus 8.5 point favorites.
I am doubling down on this here. The Detroit Lions will cover the spread minus 8.5 against the Cleveland Browns. I know the Cleveland Browns have a good defense, but they have no match for that Detroit offense. And Detroit isn't slowing down. They are not slowing down. They go on to win this game. They go on to 3-1, and they're a big favorite at home. And give me Sonic and Knuckles spinning those wheels.
Another BTA?
Yes. Oh yeah. I'm very confident in the Detroit Lions this weekend.
Would you say by 20 or 30?
I would say by 14, maybe 17, I'm in the scale of 14 to 17. Yeah, and you know what? Give me a Jameson Williams anytime touchdown. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. He's putting money on it. Okay, we have the Washington Commanders going into Atlanta. Or going to Mercedes-Benz to face the Atlanta Falcons. This could be a rivalry, or not rivalry, but a get back for Marcus Mariota because it is yet to been announced if Jaden Daniels will start.
My biggest thing is if Jaden Daniels is going to play or not. Mariota played decent last game. You got to think the Falcons bounce back at home, minus 2.5. I think if it's so tough because you keep Mariota or Jaden Daniels plays. But I'm going to roll with the Falcons. I'm going to go with the Birds in this one. They had a really rough showing, of course, 0 points last weekend against the Panthers. But yeah, give me the Falcons to win this game at home, minus 2.5. Bijan Robinson has the day. Give him an anytime touchdown, and Michael Penix plays much better than he did last weekend. Much better.
Obviously, you know who I got, but I got to ask you. My Philadelphia Eagles go into Tampa to face the Buccaneers. Well, they open up with minus 3.5 favorites. What do you think?
At this point, I'm just having fun picking against your fan base because they fucking hate me on TikTok and social media. But seriously, though, the Eagles and the Bucks played each other in the playoffs, past couple years. They played you guys last year. They ended up beating you guys with last year. There was no AJ Brown and there was no Devontae Smith.
Correct.
But you know what? This is going to be a very tight game. But, man, the Bake has been good, man. The Bake showdown in Tampa. And there's no Mike Evans.
And Chris Godwin is expected to be.
Chris Godwin is still out. No Mike Evans.
No. Chris Godwin is expected to be back, I think.
He's expected to be back.
Yeah.
For some reason, I think the Bucks have your guys' number in the regular season. I got to roll with the Bucks to win this game outright. I think it's a big game for you guys. You're on the road. You won't have the home crowd like you did against the Rams last weekend. I don't think you guys will fall behind that far. But this will be a great game. Baker Mayfield, Jalen Hurts. I'm very excited to see. But we need to address one thing before we move on to the rest of these games. The tush push. We don't need to ban it because you and I didn't get a chance to talk about this. But Ethan, I think you and I both agree the players are literally moving before the ball is snapped.
I agree. There's definitely been numerous times now where
Thank you.
I've caught my own lineman moving.
Yes.
Um, you might not want it banned. I think at the end of the season there will be discussion, like
Yeah.
good discussion on it being banned, which is okay with me.
Hmm.
Because I think a lot of teams use it as an excuse of why we beat them.
Right.
And if we're just looking at the play itself, it's essentially a QB sneak.
It
I
is.
believe
It's a rugby play.
I believe my quarterback can QB sneak
I
still.
have full confidence in him though. But yes, I have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers beating the Philadelphia Eagles at home. It'll be a great game. And hey, you know what? Maybe I'll eat my crow and you guys go on to 4-0, but I've got to have some more fun with
Oh.
your fan base because it's too much fun. It is too much fun. It's too much fun. If it
Do,
was
do
a
you not?
Say
I
what?
think we. What are you zero and
Anti-Eagle.
two now back to back week?
No wait, no wait. Yes, I am. I'm 0-2 because I picked the Chiefs and then I picked the Rams. The Rams they had that game in the bag. All right,
Yeah.
give me the next one. Panthers,
If you,
Patriots.
yep, your team's you
Yeah.
easy. You're picking your team. Okay, next game we have
No, no, no,
Jackson
no,
Dart.
no. Wait a second. I have the New England Patriots beating the Carolina Panthers, but I have the Panthers covering the spread. I don't trust us to blow any teams out. Our offense is not on that level yet. Yeah, we're home, of course, as we should be, or favored. Yes, we're home. I think Drake May has another pretty good game. But this could be a very sloppy game. You know, they played up to their they played a little better
No
than they
Gonzo.
little. I don't know if he's playing or not, but Carlton Davis is putting
Start,
the clamps
who's
on.
gonna
Who's
cover
putting the clamps on?
10?
Who's putting the clamps on Tet? Give me Carlton
Yeah, who?
Davis. Oh, I can't wait for this game. I can't wait for this game. I'm
We
excited.
have the Los Angeles Chargers heading to the Big Apple to face
Yeah.
Jackson Dart. Chargers
Well,
open up at -6.5 favorites. What are your thoughts?
Well, the thing is, if you were to tell me if Russell Wilson was playing, if Jaxson Dart was playing, if Tommy DeVito was playing, he's not, he's in the Patriots now. If Jameis Winston was playing, I'm still rolling with the Los Angeles Chargers -6.5. I know Khalil Mack is out right now, but I've been loving Justin Herbert and the way he's been playing, and some may say he's been playing like an MVP, and it's really good to see how well he has gelled again with Keenan Allen because he has looked the part as well as Quentin Johnson, and that offense is finally
I
clicking.
agree.
I know Najee Harris tore his Achilles and he's out, but I don't think they really need him. I prayers up for him, but I'm very excited to see Amari and Hampton get the load, and I don't trust the Giants. And this is like me eating a caramel apple in the Big Apple. Like I'm licking my fingers because it's a -6.5 for a rookie quarterback. Most rookie quarterbacks don't come in like
Yeah.
that and ball out. I know the Giants are home. Maybe Jackson Dart impresses me, but give me the Chargers to cover the spread -6.5, and give me a Lad McConkey anytime touchdown.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Next up, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars heading into the Bay Area. San Francisco 49ers. Mac Jones is looking to get his revenge on his former team. The spread is Niners -3.5. What are your thoughts?
I know there's no Nick Bosa this weekend because he tore his ACL. He's out for the year. Still waiting on Ayuk to come
Yeah.
back. But I think if Mac Jones does play, he'll be a little more comfortable with this offense this week. And I think the Cardinals have a better defense than the Jacksonville Jaguars. Trevor Lawrence on the road in a spot like this, I think Salah's going to be licking his chops. Give me the Niners to cover the spread and win this game. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And you know what?
Okay.
McCaffrey finds the end zone this week because he didn't last weekend.
Okay. Next
If you
game
don't
we
want
have
spread, take Niners money line.
take Niners money line. Okay.
This next one.
Next
Looking for
game
this next one.
we have
Yeah.
Indiana Jones taking the Indianapolis Colts into SoFi to face the Los Angeles Rams. The Rams open it as 2.5 favorites. What are your thoughts?
I don't have anything about the Colts of their fan base. They haven't said anything to me. They seem like a very nice fan base, but I'm sorry, guys. This weekend,
They haven't said-
your undefeated record comes to an end. The Rams come home. They got punched in the mouth late in the end there by the Eagles. They win this game, and this spread -2.5. Yep, I like that. Give me the Rams to cover the spread
Wow.
-2.5.
You
Matt Stafford.
you don't believe in
comes
Indiana
home.
Jones?
No, not like that. No, this is a perfect situation for them to lose this game. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Jonathan Taylor's great, but the Rams have a good defensive line and they stop Saquon Barkley. They can stop Jonathan Taylor. And let Jonathan Taylor do his thing. Take away Daniel Jones, they win that game. I know they have a good defense. They've shown it, but they win this game. I love Sean McVay at home in this spot. Yeah, give me a Puka Nacua over 80 yards. Maybe he's even more than that.
Next up, we have your guy, Caleb Williams, heading into Las Vegas to face the Raiders. The Bears open up as minus 1.5 point favorites. What are your thoughts?
Well, I mean, you got last weekend, of course, the Raiders laid a complete stinker against the Commanders, and they lost, what was it, 41-24. They come back. This will be a tight game. I don't think he'll play as well as he did last weekend, of course, against the Cowboys or the Cowgirls. But Pete Carroll will be watching that USC tape for sure because he coached there, of course. He'll be watching that Caleb Williams tape and seeing what he can do to take away Caleb. But I love the Bears as of the Ben Johnson clip was like, oh, we're an underdog this week? They're not an underdog. They're minus 1.5. Give me the Bears to win this, to cover the spread, minus 1.5 and win this game. I'm rolling with the Bears.
Weird question.
Yeah.
Weird question. Do you think Caleb throws on the black nail polish to, for their Raiders funeral?
Do I think Caleb Williams throws on the black nail polish for the Raiders?
Yeah.
That'd be bulletin board material, and that's probably why they would lose the game. I don't know if he painted his nails this past weekend. I don't know if I saw if they were painted or not. It didn't look like they are, but
okay, ready? This might be the game of the week. We have both two elite teams, both at 1 and 2. Yeah, the Baltimore Ravens, led by Lamar Jackson, former MVP, going against Kansas City and Patrick Mahomes.
Absolute cinema. We thought the Buffalo Bills and Baltimore Ravens game week 1 lived up to that. If the Ravens can just clean up a few things, I don't know if they're getting Justin Matabuke back. He has a neck injury. He's out. I don't know if Jair Alexander is going to play. Kyle Van Noy, of course, was out with a hamstring injury last night. If they can get 1 or 2 of those guys back, I like their chances better. KC is so hard to beat at home. I know you guys beat them last weekend, but these two teams play each other so well. Ravens minus 2.5. I like KC to win this game outright at home. I know they've struggled with no Xavier Worthy, of course, no Rashee Rice. That's my biggest concern with them. But somehow Mahomes magic pulls it out and they win this game. So the Kansas City Chiefs beat the Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens fall to 1 and 3, and that'll be a crazy, crazy thing afterwards. But
this is a great question. Does Derrick Henry fumble again?
No, Derrick Henry doesn't fumble again, but he has at least 80 yards. Easily.
Next game of the night, Sunday Night Football. We have the Green Bay Packers going into AT&T Stadium to face the Dallas Cowboys, where Micah returns home to the team that drafted him.
I picked the Cowboys
at minus 6.5 favorites.
Yeah. I picked the Cowboys to win last weekend, and my biggest thing is I can't trust them with their defense. They're very depleted right now. I know you think they'll play much better, but the Packers gonna have a sour taste in their mouth after losing to Cleveland last weekend. And Micah Parsons comes homecoming for Micah Parsons. Packers win this game. Spread minus 6.5. That's tough, man. I got Dallas covering the spread plus 6.5.
Okay, some faith in Dak.
But the Packers win this game. Yeah, Dak hasn't been the problem. It's their defense. It's been terrible.
Agreed.
Excuse me. This game will have a lot of high emotions. The guys will be revved up in the beginning. I think they'll settle in. I think maybe the Packers get out to an early lead. Cowboys trail for most of the game, but the Packers win this game and the Cowboys cover the spread.
All right, this Monday, we have 2 headliners. We have the New York Jets going up against their rival, the Miami Dolphins. The Dolphins open up at minus 2.5 favorites. Both teams are winless.
Yeah. Because the Jets lost to the Bucs. Of course, last week we didn't run down all the scores, but we everyone gets the point. Dolphins win this game at home minus 2.5. They were in a very close game with Buffalo. I know people are concerned about them as well as I am, but the Jets are hot garbage. I know they were just in a close game with the Bucs, but I think Miami wins this game. They were just in a good game with Buffalo. They just played the Patriots before that. The Miami, other than the Colts game, they really haven't gotten blown out. So, and they're at home. They come back. Nice bounce back win for them. Maybe the chatter dies down a little bit for the Tua, Mike McDaniel, Tyreek Hill stuff, even though I obviously have vouched and given my case. Yeah, Miami wins this game -2.5. I hope they wear the throwbacks because those are sweet.
I think they might be wearing their rivalry jerseys.
Oh, the black ones?
Yeah, it's like navy blue, actually.
They're like,
their helmet, at least.
Yeah, but the jerseys are black. They're okay.
That doesn't make sense, right? It's like this is black.
Maybe they'll save them though for the Ravens Thursday night game. Who knows? We'll see though. We'll see when we'll see. I don't know. But anyways, my last game of the schedule or slate.
Last game we have the Cincinnati Bengals without Joe Burrow going up against the Denver Broncos and the struggling Bo Nix. The Broncos open up as -7.5 favorites. Who we got?
This is tough because obviously Jake Browning looked pedestrian last week. They didn't look the part.
Yeah.
I think they play better. Nothing really about the Broncos, unfortunately, has impressed me. I know their defense is still the Broncos' defense, but the Broncos got to have a bounce-back game this week. Covering the spread, though, is tough because I don't trust the Broncos. So give me the Broncos to win this game, but the Bengals cover the spread. I think the Bengals will play much better. They'll leave the pressure. Chase Brown will get something going on the ground, and I still think Jamar Chase will get force-fed the ball. Ooh, him and Surtain, that's going to be nice. But
we do remember there is some beef there because the Bengals lost last year to the Broncos.
Yes, they did. No, the Bengals beat the Broncos in overtime. Right?
Oh, you're right. Higgins, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
I remember that was
yes.
Was it like Christmas Eve game? It was the end of the season. I forget what it was, but I remember it was.
Yeah. Bo Nix was for his revenge. Right, my fault.
Bo Nix had that touchdown at the end of the game there, and then Burrow threw that touchdown, and then they ended up winning.
Yeah, Higgins in the left pylon.
Yeah. Yep. So yeah, those are our games right there. Are you running loose now?
I'm about to run loose, but let me ask you a question because I won money off this game. I didn't watch the game, but what are your thoughts? Give me your thoughts.
My thoughts on who?
On your Florida Gators.
Are you doing this to me right now? Or are you fucking kidding me?
I just had to ask.
Well, the Florida Gators are 1-3, and it's been hard to watch, really, because I know the schedule was going to be hard. I totally understand that, but the effort that they've been putting out there is embarrassing to watch. Everything turned the season took a complete 180 when they played USF and they lost.
Yeah,
I was confident that Florida was going to cover the spread this weekend against Miami. That was not the case. They looked good in the first couple, most of the game. It was 13-7, and then Miami decided to run away with it. Go ahead.
What was the spread?
A -7.5 Miami, and Miami won 26-7. Rough weather game, but I'm just very happy we have a bye week this week, and it's been very frustrating to watch. And DJ Lagway is now in a walking boot. DJ Lagway, the Florida Gators starting quarterback, is now in a walking boot. They play Texas next weekend. You know how frustrated I am? This is hard to watch.
As someone that is living in Florida right now, and as an alumni, what are your thoughts on Billy Napier?
Listen. The Gators should have fired Billy Napier after the Texas A&M game last year, but Scott Strickland has no courage of his conviction to do anything. He's been riding the championship we won in college basketball seven months ago. Billy Napier should have been fired after last year. I don't care if he can recruit. At this point, it doesn't matter. He can't manage the game, and that's their biggest problem. He was asked why there was only 10 players in the field for the field goal against Miami. I don't have an answer for you right now. You're the Florida Gators head coach. You're an SEC coach. You don't know the answer to this? You don't know?
I hear you.
You were waiting for this. You wanted to rile me up. I knew that this was going to happen. But
No.
No, I know.
The reason why I asked is also, I think, as an alumni, as someone that lives there, and someone that was very hyped on DJ Lagway, it is very disappointing to see Billy not put him in a good position to at least have some type of progression. He's not even developing.
No, he's
I don't know what he's developing.
Nothing. He hasn't developed anything. And the thing is if DJ Lagway was hurt this offseason. And like, I had all this hope and all this praise and all this excitement for Lagway, because I talk to you almost every fucking day about this stuff. I had so much hope and praise for this kid, and I'm still believing him. I still think he's that guy, but I don't think Billy Napier is the right coach to develop him. And I strongly believe if he would have went to USC or A&M or another big school, we would not be having this conversation about DJ Lagway. And you know what? DJ Lagway can still redshirt the rest of this season. He really can if he wants to.
Ooh, okay.
He can.
Okay.
I mean, realistically, he can. Go ahead.
Question. I don't know much about your team, or like at least
Right.
DJ, but let's just say you were to fire Napier and all the Florida fans got their wish.
Right.
Does DJ enter the transfer portal?
Well, that's my biggest thing, because I told you about the tweet that I put out there. If DJ Lagway, if you fire Billy Napier, you run the risk of losing DJ Lagway, and that's my biggest thing. But everyone is like, well, nobody's bigger than the logo. Put in Tramel Jones. You have nothing to lose. Fine. If that's the way you guys want to go about it, then go right ahead. All I'm saying is you're paying this kid $3.7 million or almost $4 million a year. And all of these players that you recruited this past offseason wanted to come to Florida because of DJ Lagway. He's in a walking boot this week. He's not healthy. And if he's not fully healthy, why the hell is he on the field? Why? What reason does Lagway need to be out on the field if he's not healthy? Would you want Jalen Hurts out there with a bum knee? No. It's very frustrating. It really is, because this team has so much talent. Even Nick Saban even said it. The Florida Gators have so much talent. There's no reason why they're putting this product out there. It starts with the coaching. And now I understand. Now I don't understand why we fired Dan Mullen when he was 31-9 when he was fired. 31-9 Dan Mullen was, and you fired him.
Damn.
You fired Dan Mullen, who was 31-9, who brought you to a New Year's Six game, who was your offensive coordinator when you won a national championship with Urban Meyer, and you bring him back and he's 31-9, and Kyle Trask had one of the best seasons in Florida history for a quarterback, and
Why'd
you
you
fired Mullen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen,
that was my last.
College football is weird. It really is. Dabo Sweeney seats getting hot.
Hopefully you have a good week, a good weekend.
Well, yeah, the Florida Gators don't play this weekend, so.
Yeah, exactly. So you
Yeah,
get to celebrate your birthday weekend.
Yeah, Alabama, Georgia this weekend. Penn State, Oregon. Yeah, there's some good games on this weekend. I'm excited. I'm very excited. Are you? Am I letting you go?
Yeah, that's where I gotta go.
All right, perfect. Ethan, well, thank you again. We appreciate you coming on for the NFL segment. You got me rattled a little bit with the Gators, but that's okay. Guys, as always, make sure to follow the Couch Reports on TikTok. He'll be live here probably tonight sometime, right?
Yeah, like 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Yeah, that's right, because you're a little behind me right now. But guys, we're gonna keep the show rolling. I got some college football for you guys to give you my predictions for this weekend. Mike Gundy was fired today, officially, finally. That's a big shakeup there in college football. But Ethan, we will see you next week.
Yeah, have a good one.
Yes, sir. Well, the Couch Reports has officially left us on the show, but we have to talk about Mike Gundy at Oklahoma State being fired. Well, when you lose to Tulsa like that, you can't adjust to NIL, and you don't want to do anything with the team, and you say that there's no money and all the years that he was there for, it makes total sense. Sometimes you have to move on from the CEO at a big company like that. As much as you don't want to, this made perfect sense for Oklahoma State. There's no reason why that they have been this bad the past few years. I mean, they were 3-9 in 2024. I know it's very tough now with NIL, but sometimes a changing of the guard is not a bad thing. Sometimes a fresh start is not a bad thing. Obviously, he had a 170-90 record there, all-time programs winning as coach, but sometimes it's okay to turn the page. Sometimes a fresh start is okay. Same thing with the Patriots with Bill Belichick 2 years ago. Maybe they shouldn't have fired him. Who knows, right? But they decided to do that, and I think it makes total sense. And Oklahoma State's got to have some money. Not like they don't have any money, but that's my take on the whole Mike Gundy situation. This Oklahoma State season will kind of go by the wayside. But when you're losing to Tulsa at home, their first home loss to Tulsa in 74 years, it just seemed like Mike Gundy was checked out from the press conferences, from the way he was acting, talking about NIL. And you know what? I think Mike Gundy was tired of NIL, just like a lot of coaches are, because of how much it's taken over the sport, or how much it's taken over college football. It's very hard to compete in this college football now when you're a small guy, when you don't have the money like some of these other big programs like have LSU, A&M, Miami, Texas, Penn State, Oregon. It's going to be very hard to compete with that. So he got out at the right time. He had a great career at Oklahoma State, but sometimes you change it up, and that's exactly what they decided to do. We obviously had the college football scores from this past weekend. Miami beating Florida. We talk about that. Oklahoma beating Auburn 24-17. The big storyline now that came out today is John Mateer was going to be out for the foreseeable future with a hand injury. That sucks for Oklahoma because they were just looking like they were on an absolute roll. Indiana steamrolling Illinois 63-10. Texas Tech steamrolling Utah 34-10. I didn't expect that. I don't know if anybody did, but Texas Tech definitely looks legit more than anything. Michigan beating Nebraska on the road 30-27, covering the spread. Bryce Underwood coming up in a big spot. Justice Haynes again with a big day, and Michigan's defense was huge, sacking Raiola 7 times. Then, of course, you had USC beating Michigan 45-31 on the road there, putting themselves in a big spot this weekend against Illinois. We got the games this weekend. Oh, these are excited. I am so ready for these games this weekend. Oregon at Penn State. Penn State -3.5. Dante Moore, Drew Aller, experience. James Franklin, Dan Lanning, who do you trust? Penn State is finally going to play a legit team. And this is huge because Dante Moore is facing a really good Penn State defense. Both of these teams are undefeated. This game could go either way. It's a teeter-totter back and forth. The spread could be very tough. I mean, I guess I'll go Penn State at home because they have the advantage with the home crowd. It'll be a whiteout at Penn State. So it's not Death Valley. It's I forget what it is. Anyways, the point is Penn State at home -3.5. I like them to cover against Oregon. Freshman quarterback, inexperienced Dante Moore. Oregon's looked the part these 3 games again in the way they've played. But Penn State has the experience. Do I trust James Franklin? No. Do I love Dan Lanning? Yes. But this is a very tough spot for a rookie or for a freshman quarterback to come in to Penn State and make a statement like this. I got Penn State to win this game. Give me the spread -3.5. This is going to be a great one. Georgia, Alabama. I get excited when these two teams play each other every single year because I always think that it's just these two teams in the SEC, but not anymore because now you got Texas A&M, you got Texas, all these other teams, of course, Tennessee. These two teams have been the juggernauts of the SEC for the past 10 years. Alabama even longer than that. Well, Ty Simpson has looked great. Even Kirby Smart has said it. Georgia -2.5. This is a tough one. Georgia looks to defend their home turf because obviously it was at Alabama last year with the whole Ryan Williams game. Carson Beck looked pedestrian last year. You know what? Georgia was in a very close game with Tennessee a couple weeks ago. They were on the road, but I think Alabama makes a statement. They bounce back from that Florida State loss. Ty Simpson has looked really good as of late, and I was giving him shit week 1 against Florida State. I'm like, what the hell? What is wrong with this guy? I don't know what is wrong with him, but this is going to be a great game. These two teams know each other so well. Kirby Smart, Kalen DeBoer, who's going to dominate the line of scrimmage in the trenches? Playmakers in Zachariah Branch and Ryan Williams and Jeremy Bernard. I don't know if Jam Miller is coming back, but this is going to be a great game. Gunnar Stockton, Ty Simpson. Who do I trust more? Gunnar Stockton, you could say because of experience from last year's playoffs, but some reason why I got the Tide winning this game in a close one. I got Alabama to win this game outright. Maybe I'll get a lot of heat for that, but I got to roll with the Tide on this one. They beat Georgia, and they put themselves back in the conversation. And everyone was freaking out a couple weeks ago because they lost to FSU, as I was as well. But they put themselves in position and they win this game. Ole Miss at LSU. Ole Miss is favored this weekend, and as they should be because LSU's offense has not looked very good. They have a great defense, but Chambers obviously against Tulane last week. Simmons, I don't know if he's coming back. I don't know if Lane Kiffin is going to be going to Simmons or he's going to be keeping with Chambers. Man, this is going to be a very tight game. Do I think Ole Miss plays LSU better than Florida did? This is going to be interesting. This will be very interesting. Oh man, you know what? I got to go with LSU at home. I got the LSU Tigers beating Ole Miss. I think it'll be very tough for Ole Miss to beat them at home on the road. LSU is one of the best home teams in the country. They have a great defense. They put some pressure either on Chambers or Simmons, and they win this game. So give me the LSU Tigers to win this game. I don't even know how well Garrett Nussmeier is going to play, how well their playmakers are going to play, but their defense has looked legit this entire season. And you know what? You could also say, well, they haven't faced an offense like Ole Miss, and that's another thing as well. But yeah, I got the LSU Tigers to win this game outright at home. Big spot, SEC, at a 3:30 game. Wish it was later, but there's two 7:30 games that are too good for this game to be put in that spot. A&M versus Auburn. Texas A&M's favored -6.5. A&M's obviously undefeated right now. Auburn hopes to pull off the upset because they lost to a very close game against Oklahoma last weekend. Jackson Arnold, Marcel Reed. Texas A&M on the road. Let's have some fun here. Auburn wins this game, and they beat Texas A&M. They beat Texas A&M. Screw the spread. They win this game outright. They play well at home, and Texas A&M runs into a very fired-up Auburn team from losing to Oklahoma last weekend. Man, I love college football. How can you not? Yes, give me Auburn to beat A&M. Outright underdog. Indiana at Iowa. Obviously, Indiana just blew the doors off of Illinois. They're playing Iowa. Iowa plays very good at home. Yeah, they of course have that very, very tough physical Big Ten style of football that they play. Indiana with Curt Cignetti, of course. These guys have looked good. They really have. They're undefeated. Whew, man. This is tough. I got Indiana to win this game, but Iowa to cover the spread. I think that's too many points in a game like this. USC at Illinois. Well, Illinois just got the doors blown off of them by Indiana last weekend. USC is finally putting themselves back on the map after beating Michigan State last weekend. The spread's -6.5. I don't know a lot about Illinois. Do I really trust them? No, not really. They just lost 63-10 to Indiana. USC's got a great offense. This is a big matchup here for USC. If they win this game again, spread is so tough because they're at Illinois, but I don't know if I trust Illinois. That's the problem. So give me USC to cover the spread -6.5. I really don't have any faith in Illinois. After last weekend's game, I know they ran into a really good Indiana team, but I don't trust Illinois for that. But other than that, I mean, that really does it for us. It was great to have Ethan on. We talked NFL. We talked college football. I've been watching The Girlfriend on Amazon Prime right now, a little entertainment stuff for you guys. Really good show. Really, really good show. Oh, my gosh. It has me on the edge of my seat every single episode I've been. I haven't watched the Black Rabbit yet on Netflix with Jude Law and Jason Bateman. That looks really good. I've been told I have to watch that. The morning show on Apple TV, the new season came out. I definitely have to check that out for you guys. I ended up watching The Wrong Paris with Miranda Cosgrove. That was a good movie as well. And then yeah, if you guys have any show recs for me or anything you guys want me to talk about for next episode, I'd be more than happy to. But guys, as always, make sure to follow the Inquisitive Mamba Podcast on Spotify, YouTube, and Apple Podcasts. We will see you guys next weekend next week after I turn 27. My birthday is this Thursday. I'm getting older on you guys, but I appreciate the support as always. We're always putting out the TikTok content for you guys, the clips, you name it. As always, guys, it's always Mamba mentality, and we will see you guys next week. Have a great, safe weekend. Enjoy some good college football and some NFL with your family, your friends, and as always, we'll see you next week.